long have you been flying, Raymond?
I've been flying for just over 35 years now.
Wow, that's a long time, jeepers. And when during that 35 years did you learn or first hear about the Battaliers?
Battaliers I got to know about a long time back. In fact, when Nora Crow was fighting the sand dunes in St. Lucia, I got to know the family then. I've known Sven for a long time, so when the Battaliers were put together for the first time, I knew about it, and from inception, yeah. Although I didn't do any very little flying for them at the time. Flying came really, it was quite a few years later when there was a need to do, when Ian White retired from Kruger Park, and they needed someone to go and do Kruger Park's fixed-wing census. And for the first time then, Battaliers, having been part of Battaliers but not having done much, I was asked to go and see if I could help Kruger. I've flown a fair amount of missions. We've flown all sorts of things, from census work to transporting animals to going and looking at environmentally impacted places, and a lot of anti-poaching work with the helicopter, especially in the Pilansberg and in Kruger. Both conservation and the law enforcement part of conservation.
And Raymond, if you were to pick any one type of those missions, or any one mission in particular that you've done, is there something that's a standout mission for you?
It's very difficult to do, because every mission has a purpose, and every one, whether you're moving animals somewhere like metapopulation distribution with the dogs or the lions versus moving a pangolin that's been hurt up to jail, you can't choose. You have to do whatever you've been given to do, and they're all special in their own way.
Oh, it's a nice broad view. But now, there must be something that you know of that the Battaliers do that you haven't done yet. Is there any mission that...
there have been quite a few. Quite a few. Unfortunately, work always gets in the way. But I think there's some of those coastal flights and things would be really nice to go and do sometime.
Okay, excellent. And your wife, Claire, and your family, how are they with this Battaliers business? Do they lose you on weekends to Battalier flying? Or
they do every now and then, but they fully support it. The whole family are involved in conservation. We have a game farm in Botswana. My youngest son flies for the Battaliers, Richard. My oldest son has been, after university, went and guided in the bush. He flies helicopters as well. So we're a very conservation and bush-orientated family. And to mix flying and the bush, awesome.
Excellent, fantastic. It's great to hear that the family will back you on it. And with your sons also doing some flying, what can you tell us about fellow aviators? If you had a message for them about the Battaliers, what would it be? Well,
as I was saying earlier, I think instead of going and flying to a very expensive hamburger every weekend for breakfast, rather go and do a mission for the Battaliers and do something which is really rewarding and gives purpose to your flying.
And you say go and do a mission for the Battaliers. Is there ever any pressure to do that?
No, there's never pressure, but all you do is volunteer in your own time, and something that falls within the ambit of what you are able to do and with an aeroplane is suited for.
Fantastic. So you never put under pressure with your flying, is it?
No, there's no pressure. There should never be anyway.
Okay. And that is a good word for the pilots. Now, from the benefactors and philanthropists that support the Battaliers, would you have any message for them?
There are a lot of NGOs out there that collect money, and not all the money goes to where it's meant to go. We're here, if you really want bang for your buck, for about every 10 Rand you donate to the Battaliers, we're getting about 100 Rands worth of services, and that's because there's so many, because no one is taking money from it. The pilots volunteer both their time and their aircraft, and there's huge value to that.
Great concept.
This is a good concept.
Thanks for your time. We believe you've got some aircraft to go and sell now.
That's what I've got to go and try and do, so I can do another Battaliers mission.
Oh, brilliant.